Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode 388. We review episodes 31 to 33 of Kyuranger. And with these episodes, I am officially on break from Kyuranger. So, basically in these three episodes, we wrap up pretty much two loose ends and we start a brand new story. Kind of a lead into a new story arc. So, in 31, we finally wrap up the evil Nega Ray arc, which had been kind of going on since episode 26. He was also there for 28 as well, but mostly put basically, but he was kind of there, but it's like was done in the background. So, basically, it's reveal of what was causing him to be evil in the first place. What was because the Vaishok aggravates emotions? Not really. Yeah, it's actually revealed that the grunts have been transporting these people's minds and causing them to go crazy. And so that's kind of explain why Nega Ray basically is like this. Also, Echidna is here. Echidna is a member of species and is played by the same actor who plays Nega Ray, except her voice has been dubbed over by a woman. Yes. Also, at one point in the episode, she actually is because she wants to go kill him because he dare have emotions, and she uses a quasar gun from Kyuranger. Yes, I am not kidding about that. Somehow she got her hands on one of their guns, and I'm like, how? How the? I get the fact probably was a prop they probably had lying around. In case you're curious, though, Kyuranger aired back in 2000. I think it was like '06. I think it was. Excuse me. Let's see. I think it was '06, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was '06. So technically, in a way, this gun was last seen on the series in this franchise back in episode 42 of Kyuranger. So, for this gun, this is probably the first time in 12 years that it's been seen. I think it's been 12, more like 11. Yeah, first time in 11 years this gun has been seen. And it's quite shocking the fact that she uses this thing. Yeah, and also 31, basically, this one has it where a little trivia with this one. Apparently, this was the last one to air in a time slot of 7:30 a.m. and it was moved to 7:30 because of a news program, Sunday Live. I'm like, that's interesting. Yes. And they do in fact battle the monster episode, and Nega Ray is basically back, and Echidna goes back to basically the home planet, and she's never seen it again. This was her second and last appearance in the series. She is not returned. Nope, she is not. So after this, we lead into the very next episode, where we need to get the Ryan off the ground because it crashed when it came back to present, and Raptor has tried to fix this damn ship, and she just. It's not she's terrible at her job per se, it's just that it's damaged beyond repair. They can't get off the ground. Also, there's a hint of toward the end, sort of a lead into toward the end of the series where Nega Ray finds out where the Don is, where the Shogun is, and he's in the Crux system. Where that is, he doesn't know yet. So, then 32 basically has it where, because the consequence of 31, in this episode where apparently whoever kills the Kyurangers gets molded by a Shogun because they're missing a Fire Shogun because he got killed back in episode 25. I'm like, wait, they addressed this problem by missing Shogun 7 episodes after the man was killed? You don't technically bring a flashback, but still. So, yeah, then they unleash the guy here who was apparently a genius scientist, and then he does something completely unexpected. He activates all of the depowered Cosmarts. You know, the things, the ships that are meant to drain the planet's planetarium, uh, plutonium in a way. This energy source that keeps the planet together. And these things have been deactivated since episode 21. That's how long he's been deactivated, for 11 episodes. It's something though. These things have not been shown on screen of what the heck these things were. What's going on with these things? It's like they sat there the whole period of time. I guess they figured though, maybe people who work in the show probably figured though, yeah, this, like, we bring the fact these things basically are so here. I'm like, wait, did the Kyurangers not destroy these damn things off screen? Nope. They just left these things that are not even operating on the planet's surface the entire time for 11 straight episodes. Like, these Rangers not bothered to go and try to destroy these damn things. So then, of course, they're basically blown up by the guy of the episode. At one point, he thinks, oh, maybe he uses science to fix a ship. No, he uses biomatter. He uses to basically churn machines to get humans. Yes. These are like appliances. Like, there's a funny bit where Hemi is basically put into a wash, which basically she's whirling in a wash machine. I thought that was kind of funny. And Nega basically be shoved into a freaking mini fridge. I thought that was kind of funny. And of course, Hemi destroys the watch anyways. I'm sure that probably belonged to somebody, Hemi. I'm sure you probably have to pay for it later. So, eventually, yeah, discover the brown pair. So they fight him, and of course he gets giant size, and then eventually he does something complete. And of course they like, oh, we're gonna blow up, and nope. Basically, Raptor thinks that Orion is alive. So Phoenix Ultra has something basically that makes her very sad. So Lucky goes to comfort her, and she's at a playground on top of a slide. Yes. Now, this is interesting. A robot, basically an android, sitting on top of a slide. This I thought was quite interesting. It's like to see. I wonder if there's any kids who probably saw this. Like, hey, why is there a person? Well, why is there shooting at this playground? Like, are they shooting Super Sentai at this playground? I bet kids like, cool, let's watch. Or they're probably told basically it's a close set. Who knows? So Lucky basically said some nice stuff to her to convince her to basically not deal with this guy anyways. So the scientist proceeds to take all of the Cosmarts things, all the ones off the planet, send them all into space, and then merge them all into one in this gigantic thing. Yeah, and then of course basically show off the power in the present day. So they basically use their mech to basically destroy this damn thing. Like, they try to, but it doesn't work. So then the Orion transports, I think it was Balance, Spada, and I think Slinger to their own pods. And then the Orion lifts itself up and crashes into the ship, basically destroy it. And with this thing destroyed, there are no other things on the planet. And like, huh, that's interesting. So, these have been the planet since episode, 3 of the series. Actually, 3 or 5, I think it was. And after almost 30 episodes of these things been the planet, they're finally gone. And yet 2 more show up for the next episode. And then at the end of the episode, we see the commander, who is in the past, and we see this mysterious ship. And he's like, preparations are almost complete. Then the very next episode, this is quite interesting. Of course, basically, they're in a warehouse, probably service temporary separation because the ship was destroyed. And then Hera shows up in her final appearance in the whole series, like, oh, Lucky, it's good to see you again. Yeah, it's like she basically... Yeah, and this would sadly be her last appearance. Despite the fact she's in love with Lucky, she does appear again. I kind of wish they was kept her around, like maybe as someone who lives on the ship as Lucky's girlfriend. That would have been quite nice. Nope, they basically, it's like as soon as basically I go off the ship, she disappears. Don't know what happened to her. Like, did she follow them on the way there? Yeah, she just disappears. Like, did she get left in the warehouse? And this is not her planet. She got transported here by some power. And I do call kind of bullcrap on this. Like, okay, so you transport the planet and then you leave her in the warehouse and then you forget about her? Yeah, but the next thing she's completely forgotten. I mean, it would have been nice if they kept her around as a supporting character. You could have her stay as a support crew and support Lucky. You could have done that. No, we have to basically write the character out because I guess the writers found her annoying. I'm sure probably the viewers probably had no problem. I had no problem with her at all. Yeah, so, and of course, like, they go to the area. Oh, and they introduce the new Meister of the episode, who's from the Airy system. Yes, the Airy system. And it's all things about twisting stuff. He first goes, Miss Twister. Yes. So, balance X means when his mind is twisted that, oh, there's a great battleship in here. The Great Battleship Orion, where we saw this in the previous episode. So, then I think it's like, Balance, Hemi, Negare, I think it was Lucky, Phoenix Soldier, and Spada. These six, pretty much in the way, like these five pretty much stay behind. Like the battle, basically the grunts, everyone else goes active the ship and they find it. Oh yeah, and the commander doesn't have a stasis tube, just like how Phoenix Soldier was back in episode 21. Isn't that interesting? We get deja vu, except that he was kept on the Argo, and the commander was kept on the Orion. Now, he basically designed the bridge to be an exact duplicate of the bridge from the actual original Orion. So then, of course, basically, X-Ray like, oh, yeah, I find the Orion key. Before they get there, Phoenix Soldier and Lucky come across Orion's grave. Because he died back in episode 30, and here's his grave. So they find his club, they activate it, so it's for the globe. And then, of course, here's the Orion Q globe. And activates the Orion Voyager, which proceeds to activate the Orion battleship. And, of course, everyone's shocked to see this humongous battleship come out of the ground, which comes out like a tank. And this thing is shaped like a brick. Yes. So, and of course, the thing's very powerful because of the ship that's there. So, Lucky, of course, proceeds in episode 31, I forgot to mention this. When he comes president, he actually battles the female by Shogun. And he's like, oh, Amid, you're mine. Use his cape. You might think, ooh, does he want to do something sexual to her? Not really. He proceeds to basically beat the crap out of her. And basically, supposed to destroy her. There's something she's still alive. Yes, that's interesting. And after the beginning of episode 32, she's not seen again. She's not seen the rest of episode 32, and she's not even in the next episode. You have to take one of the Air Vice Shoguns, which, of course, balance and draw. He just leaves. So then, apparently, we actually have it where the Orion, the legendary Orion battleship, is, in fact, also a mecha. Yes, it can transform. The ship of the episode. Now, I'll get to a little fun fact with this in a minute. So, great episode, and of course, basically, the commander is asked, where's Champ? And the episode ends with the two remaining Vice Shoguns with Champ in a lab. Setting up for the next episode. You'll be like, ooh, will I continue this? No, I'm taking a break. Okay, so the fun fact with this. This is the third time in Super Sentai history where the pace has been destroyed about the halfway point of the series. The first time happened was on Vulcan. The second time technically in Turboranger this did happen here, where they got a new base, but that was because the previous base was deemed not safe. It wasn't destroyed per se, but it was deemed unsafe because they got a brand new base, the Turbo Builder, which thing is huge, and Of course, basically, it's the middle of nowhere, and the Ranger had to find the damn thing, thanks to some stuff the professor basically built. Here, it's kind of similar, where after the base is destroyed, thanks to clues left by their mentor, well, basically the commander, they found the ship anyways. At least it's not in the middle of like some desert like it was in Terrain. Here it's basically hiding on a mountain, which gotta praise it for that. Also, this is something common with the previous two new bases. They were designed by the mentors of the team. Though this one basically acts in the field too. I find this to be interesting. Yes, this is the third time this has happened. But in the case the first one with Sun Vulcan, that was pre-planned as a backup thing just in case the base was destroyed. Because apparently that the commander that show didn't like the original base, so basically built a new one. Well, great exterior too. The turret builder was only there because basically, now in the case of that one, I got a little bit of criticism with that. Like, okay, so he's an inventor. Like, did he get money from the Japanese government to build this thing, or did he have this thing built over the course of like? Because the size of this thing, it looked like it would take like for one person, it would take him 10 years to build this damn thing. Now, in the case of the commander for this show, he built in the past, so perfectly reasonable period of time, basically. He also explained in the episode that he actually took Orion's spot in the case of like spreading the legend and trying to fill basically history's purpose when it comes to him. So because Orion died before he should. Yep. But great episodes, and now officially, I am on break from Kyuranger. Now, next up is basically, now this is pretty much a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, do this like button. Next up, I'm just going to go straight to do for everyone here's quest. Okay, next video. Bye.